live from Gastown in beautiful Vancouver. Here we are getting ready. Beautiful Vancouver. We're starting already to our host city.
Just fucking pissed it down the entire time we've been here. I was in the sun in the
I'm really happy I brought my rain jacket. Captain Felton told me to do so because we are pre-gaming live down here at Black Frog in Gastown for the Blue Jays and the Edmonton Oilers back-to-back set this weekend. It's absolute chaos going down right here. I think we are going to have an awesome 60 minutes. Are you staring at the reflection of the TV through the photo?
TVs. Go Jays. 1-1.
I'm sorry, everybody, we start this way, but hello and welcome. The Blue Jays just scored a run to pre-gaming with Bordzy, and it is a presentation of Bet365. Download the app today because whatever the moment, it's never ordinary. And I got Jays money line. I got a little bit of everything on the Blue Jays, a couple Oilers parlays, maybe even some Vladdy home runs, Connor McDavid goals. I got a little bit of everything crossed over because we are so excited for the evening we are having down here at Gastown. I am joined by my pal, the man who we're going to get caught up. I unfortunately did not get to go to the aquarium today.
I had a lovely day.
I still want to hear all about it. I saved it for this very moment. But my guest this evening is Liam Horban, everyone's favorite half of Oilers Nation. I'm just kidding. Tyler's behind here. Stressed as a motherfucker. But Liam Horban, how you been doing, man? Started the vacation. Give me a vibe report. It has been a little rainy down here in Vancouver, and by a little, I mean incredibly rainy. It has been soaking. Liam, you decided today of all days to take not a 10-minute walk, not a 20, not a 30, a 50-minute walk to the aquarium in the pouring rain with your lovely fiance who's down with us. She's absolutely beautiful, an absolute angel. Liam, you declined Ubers. You declined cabs. Why is my first question, and how was the walk?
The walk was good. Well, on the way there, it was wet and windy.
Oh, really?
But it reminds me of home. Beautiful Manchester, England. The place where rain was born, I believe they say. Out on the island, it rains a lot. So in living out, being in Vancouver this weekend, it's it reminds me of that a little bit. It was a great walk, though. I mean, there's only very few times in the year you can literally walk next to the ocean. Obviously,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
There's no way there's only a couple times a year you can walk by the ocean. You come here whenever you want.
But I don't come here whenever I want.
It's the reality of the fact. I would say I was here a couple months ago, walked by the ocean in the summertime, and it was lovely. That might be the time to do it. But I'm not going to knock you because you pulled the home card. You pulled the home card.
Yeah, it was 50 minutes there, 50 minutes back.
Also,
and then in between, I walked around an aquarium.
Okay, so I want that in a second.
21,000 steps today.
He's the picture of health, ladies and gentlemen.
This man has been getting after it today. Also, the voice of God that you hear off camera, well, that is the one, the only, the bag milk himself. Now, obviously, he's going to be off camera. BM, you just have the headset on because you're in the Jays world. You're in world. Whenever you want to chime in with anything you've got,
I can't listen to this absurdity where he's talking about a lovely walk in the pouring rain. I know you're from England. I don't buy a single second of this. You tried to get everybody else on this trip to come with you, and everybody's like, what are you talking about?
I wanted to go to the aquarium. The 15-minute walk in the rain. That's where I draw the line. I was out on that.
Tyler's like, did you say 15 or 50?
So here's the people I saw on my walk. I'll walk you through it. So four people on my walk. 4 people I knew on my walk. Number one,
Mr. Popular.
My sister's best friend that lives here. He was on the phone crossing the street, and I saw him. I was like, hey. He was like, hello. The day continues.
You stop and chat?
No, he was on the phone. He was crossing the street. Don't stop in the street, folks. Start walking back from the aquarium, walking towards me. Kent Hughes, the GM of the Montreal Canadiens.
Don't you think he had something better to do?
Yeah, he was calling the refs. Can you believe what they did to me in Edmonton the other day? I sent all my monkeys out on them on Twitter.
There's a lot of Habs fans, obviously, in town in Vancouver right now. The Habs are about to play the Canucks at Rogers Arena. I got into it with a Habs fan on the streets earlier today in Yaletown. I'll save you the details of it, but it was. So you're still gonna keep whining, and it was a good spirited one. wasn't as mean as some of the shit you've been getting online.
I had to block
Happy to turn the page and keep going. Okay, who else on your walk did you see?
Then I saw my fiance's best friend from grade 8 randomly walking around. And then
It's a Sherwood Park reunion.
I know, it's crazy.
I also saw people from
Yeah, exactly. And then the Vancouver Whitecaps play an MLS playoff game, I guess, tomorrow. I'm not a big MLS guy, but I know they play FC Dallas. I saw 2 FC Dallas players.
Because how did you know?
They were dressed in full FC Dallas. I don't know who they were.
If I was an MLS player, I would wear my own jersey.
Yeah.
I'd play
I'm
full
not
kit.
gonna pick you out
I've
of the
got
lineup.
cleats out on the street.
Yeah, so it was lovely. And then I saw what was his name from Finding Nemo?
Landon Ferraro.
No, we did see Landon Ferraro. Did see Landon Ferraro.
The streets
What's
are
his
talking
name?
today.
What's the name of the dad from Finding Nemo? Is it Clyde or something like that?
Kevin.
No, it's not Kevin. Power of Conversation.
Power of conversation. We'll find that in the 60 minutes we've got going. Let's
Yeah.
get caught up though,
Yeah.
as we always do. Let's find out what we got going in the chat. As obviously the first comment of the day, it's Austin. He's in and he says, "You know the drill, Bordzy. No matter where we are in the country, we know the drill, and it's pre-gaming time. My ON fam, I hope we're taking Vancouver by storm. Can confirm. Also, Habs fans also taking Vancouver by storm
because they're all
tonight.
Canucks fans tomorrow.
But
We've been consistent in this.
we've been having a conversation today because Quads was tweeting today they are not selling tickets in Vancouver.
Because they're bad.
The Habs are in town, and there were so many tickets. We're not talking resale tickets. Tickets.
It's a little alarming. Once again, we've discussed when EP4. This is Seattle Kraken pre-gaming. God damn it, we're not talking about the Vancouver Canucks. That's tomorrow. Look at this guy, Aaron Bordato's in. Says live from Vancouver on the Nation vacation. Whole crew going to be joining. We got Waz, we got Tyler, we got Captain Felton, we got a little bit of everything. Mr. Burns, she's in. Let's go Oilers. Time for game 3 of the heater. Cup yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to say it. I knew you were
Cup
going
yeah.
to say it. Oh,
wait,
nice bag milk.
I'm waiting for the Jeans Award.
Yeah. Liam's going to be with me on post game. Tyler, depending on the Jays, we'll see if he joins us on
It's
post
tight.
game.
Like you can tell Tyler's stressing right now.
That's Tyler right now. Oil Country, brace yourselves. A storm will be brewing on the ice tonight. They're hungry for glory. It's time to ignite the passion.
No!
Strikeout.
Kevin Gosman, we have got a parlay, people.
If you're down in Vancouver, get your ass down to the Black Frog right now. It's time to ignite the passion, rally the troops, and witness a badass cup. Yeah. Also, maybe Brett said, look, nice Brett, all the way from home. Shout out producer Brett. If you're not going to give me cup years, Brett's going to give me cup years no matter where he is. Mainlander Tim's in. And he says, look me in the eye, Bordzy. Mainlander Tim has been throwing French fries at me for the last 45 straight minutes. Got a pool of them over there. I don't even know what's going on. That's why you got to get down here. Southpaw's in. What dedication? Pre and post? Question mark? You bet your ass. Not just tonight, as well as tomorrow on a nation vacation. And the Jays are playing. Happy game day. Let's go Oilers. But first, let's go Blue Jays. Alex also sell me his bets. McDavid 1 point. Wallman 2 blocks. Boost with 3 shots. That's a Bordzy's bankroll that I can get behind. And then we got some super chats in here. We've got the Silver Merlin. Reminder, all your super chats are in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, a cause that is very near and dear to all of our hearts. And he says for $69.99.
Nice.
Bang. You got to love that. For Ben with hearts and a couple stick taps. Boys, clap it up. Gotta appreciate
Congratulations.
that.
That's really nice.
Gotta appreciate that.
That's a good button.
Brett is on fire
Nice job,
behind
Brett.
the scenes. I know BM's he's a fan of a good soundboard. And then D-Pal is in $13.99. If Nurse has another bad game, what's the plan? I don't want to live in that world, sir. That's After Dark.
You
Bordzy.
just
This is
stick with
pregame,
it, and you
Bordzy.
live with it, and you move on to the next game.
You say, Jake Wallman, please solve the problem. Why does someone else need to be a nurse whisperer for how much he gets paid? This discussion's one we've been having for a long time.
Can I jump in?
Please do.
Please do.
Guys, chat, I love you. I really do. We can't change how much money he makes. We just have to go day to day. And as Liam and I always say, if he's simple Daryl, he's okay. We just need simple Daryl. We need to stop worrying about the 925 because we can't do anything, and he has a full no move clause. So let's get over it.
And it's like this has been the case 4 years now. It is what it is, Liam. Darnell has struggled severely so far this season, but I keep saying it all the time. The reason that we're tough on him is because I know that Darnell Nurse is capable of 10 times more. I've argued, you watch every game. The last 2 regular seasons, Darnell Nurse has had some solid stretches for 40, 50, 60 games, whatever you want to say. We know he's capable of much more. Here you look at his stats so far this season. 2 of those points came in the last game, and I would argue that might be one of his worst games that he's had. But you check the box score and you find a way. Liam, Darnell, bounce back weekend, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean,
that was confidence.
Nemo's dad is called Marlon, by the way, for those who are wondering. Thank you, Rusty, for that one. I think for Nurse, there's 2 things that we need to wrap our head around. Like BM said, we can't change how much he makes. Once those guys are out there on the ice, it's up to them to perform. We can complain about it all we want. It's not going to change the figure. If he ends up being the 5th best defenseman on this team come the trade deadline, it's probably a good thing for everyone involved. Obviously, he's not there right now, but the other good side of it is Warman has come in, and the numbers do look better analytically, which is good. And like you said, Nurse had a couple of assists last game. Defensively, probably a liability, to say the least. But it is what it is. Like, you want him just to calm down. I think when he calms down, that's when he can start to get rhythm in his legs a little bit more. And he's more, like, I like it when he goes up the ice and he plays with aggression that way. But sometimes he gets up there and he's like, puck on the blue line, dump in the corner. Like, enough is enough. Like, let's play a little bit of hockey here.
Sometimes I feel that Simple Daryl has been taken a little too literally at points in the offensive zone. And oh, God, it's a fly ball. I'm sorry, folks. There's going to be a lot of that going on this evening. It is high stress, high energy.
Here's the thing with Darnell Nurse. I wish he just used his tools better. And what I mean is, like, there's times when he tries to rip a pass that's way too long on the breakout when you could just skate it out. He's a great skater. He's got all kinds of tools that I just wish he leaned into what he does well instead of trying to do too much. And I think when we're talking about Simple Daryl, that's what it is. If you have an opportunity to skate it out, you don't need to rip it to the far blue line. Make the simple play.
Yeah, he's the most athletic player on the team.
100%.
He's the biggest swing player on the Edmonton Oilers. 100%. We've talked about it a lot. The Athletic ranking the Edmonton Oilers top 4 defense score as the #1 in the NHL, but that's Daryl playing up to his capabilities. And wow, once again, last game, we saw glimpses of it. You see flashes. Yeah. We know it's there. The 9.25, you ain't going to do anything about it.
With the Oilers this season, this kind of goes off Daryl a little bit, but like everything we thought that was going to be like a big positive for them coming into the season just hasn't been consistent enough to start yet. Like as fans, we know how good the blue line's potential is. And like, again, we're here talking about Daryl, 6-7 games in the season, whatever, at 6-7. Forward group needs to be a little bit better, but I think the Oilers are at their best when the defensemen are playing unified with the forwards and getting the pucks to them. And as Breadman posted that graphic, Darnell Nurse leads the team in minutes played. He needs to be the most consistent.
But I also think like the forwards need to do a better job of supporting the defensemen. Exactly. We talked about this on Oilers Nation Radio on Friday, Liam. It's just like the play where they run to the far blue line or the center line, and that's their breakout. There's no puck support. The defensemen have no option other than to fire a blind one, a hope and a prayer down there. They really need to simplify. And I think for a guy like Darnell Nurse, that will help a lot when he's not having to try and do too much.
I think there's like the sense of, and I love that because I read, also shout out the GDB. It's in the YouTube description right now. Bag Milk wrote a beautiful one earlier today, but I like some of the points, and Gregor had a good article as well, plugged in the website here, but it's at the Edmonton Oilers. Yes, and I've been talking about it a lot on these shows, the inability to make clean breakout passes. And while, yes, it's easy to pin that on Darnell Nurse, your Evan Bouchard, your Brett Kulak, the one with the puck. There is a degree that this is a 5-man unit on the ice. And Oilers forwards, in my opinion, to my eyes, several times, full speed blazing down the ice, kind of stopping at blue line. And then you're getting, if there's a little hesitation on that first instinct, now you're stopped with no momentum at the blue line. We watched it in the second period of the last game. Darnell Nurse and the Habs each iced the puck back and forth like 3 times. It was an ugly, ugly sequence. But then let's talk positively now, boys, because in the third period of that hockey game, not gonna be real with you, my first 40 minutes of After Dark notes was, we're going to do a lesson on how to complete a simple 5-foot pass for 120 minutes. But in that final third period, and Liam, we don't need to rehash it, but yes, penalties were definitely an influence. The Edmonton Oilers power play, they needed a couple chances to light a spark for that squad, and they found a way to do it. But in that third period was, I think, Bagmilk, and I'm curious your thoughts, a more simplified version of the Oilers, which we have all been begging for. Shoot the puck when you are in prime scoring opportunities. Make the simple pass that is there. And once again, the power plays absolutely helped to get back in that hockey game, but it felt like the Oilers, they found some momentum. We'll continue it in a second. Nobby thinks they found some momentum as they will continue to roll out the same forward group as they did in their last game. But BM, what did you think about 40 minutes of ass, I will say, in that Habs hockey game? And then that's the Edmonton Oilers we know and love. Struggle for 40, live bet the comeback, profit, meet you at the cashier after the third. But what'd you think of their third period effort, at least, to be positive?
So you mentioned the GDP. And what I wrote today at Oilersnation.com was, what they did in the third period has to be the baseline, not the exception.
Yes.
The urgency needs to come up. I know this is a team that wants to compete in the playoffs, but boys, the first 82 games matter a lot.
Yeah.
You can't just pretend October doesn't matter. And then turn it on when you're down by 2 goals. If they kept that kind of urgency from the third period going for 60 minutes, there are very few teams that are going to beat them on their best day. So that's what frustrates me the most, is that they wait for a moment when they're down and out before they crank it up. They play simple hockey. They put pucks on net. They crash the crease. They do all the ugly things that produce goals in the NHL instead of trying to force passes through that aren't there. And it drives me nuts why it takes them being down by 2 going into the third to get there.
Why don't you have that sense of urgency? Once again, we can all debate the Stanley Cup hangover. Yeah. The Oilers suck at the beginning of October. But Liam, would you agree there was something there in the third of simplified, urgent? It felt like they were playing with a purpose in the third. And yes, there were penalties.
And great calls by the officials, if you don't mind me asking.
I think they did a great job.
I think so, too. The man on the street I talked to today did not agree with that
Listen, if
sentiment.
Montreal didn't want to take penalties, you would stop cheating.
Stop taking them.
Yeah.
And kill a penalty.
Thoughts on the third period for the Oilers?
They did push, I agree. And I'm with BM, too. It's just it's frustrating that that's what it takes for them to get there. A 4 strikeout.
Is that 4 strikeouts?
That's 4 strikeouts.
One leg down.
It's frustrating it takes for them so much negativity to get to the top. You know what I mean? And I agree with BM when he says like that's the baseline. We do have quite a variety of lineup changes tonight. Believe it or not, for the Edmonton Oilers, they did change up their lines. We all saw the graphic the other day.
21.
Pull it up.
Man,
Pull it up. What are we
21
looking at
changes.
today? What are we looking
but
at?
I'm happy with what they've gone with here. I think it's pretty close to. I'll read it. I count first line centered by Connor McDavid, Andrew Mangiapane. I'll admit I don't like Mangiapane on the first line. I'll get into that later. Second line, Pods, Draisaitl, Savoy.
Love that.
Looks pretty solid. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably the line that we saw when Savoy came up last year after the Four Nations. Third line, Henrique, Nugent Hopkins, Roslovic. Fourth line, Frederick, Philp, Thomason. On paper, this team looks very deep. Off paper, you need a guy like Frederick to perform. And to go up to the first line, you need Mangiapane to actually play like he does when he's away from Connor McDavid. And by what I mean by that is shoot the puck.
I was going to say, Liam, I got one recommendation to Andrew Mangiapane. He has been a breath of fresh air for this Oilers squad. He's produced with Connor. He's produced without Connor. But this man is in the right spots and a lot of opportunities. And if you're going to play with 97 in Mangiapane's case, Bagmilk, I need to be locked, loaded, and ready to go. But that brings me...
Apologies. The Oilers have changed the lines. First line, Leon Draisaitl, centered by Connor McDavid and Matthew Savoy. Second line, Mangiapane, Nugent Hopkins, Jack Roslovic. Third line, Podkolzin, Phil, Frederick. Fourth line, I Coward.
What happened to
Henrik
Knobloch
Thomason.
carrying over the lines from the last?
We're all living in
All right, I'm curious, Bagmilk.
You know what, boys?
An opinion question. Can you trust anything Chris Knobloch says?
No.
No, you
But
can't.
they're talking about finding chemistry. There's no way you find chemistry when you're playing with a different guy every third shift. It just doesn't work that way. And that's why I don't understand why the Oilers can't, like, you know what? When they put Savoy up with Draisaitl and McDavid the last game, give them a run of games. Yeah. See if it works. Going from having practice with Howard up on the first line down to the fourth line before puck drop, like, what are we doing?
He did interviews and was asked, like, how excited are you to play with McDavid? He's like, I'm so stoked.
And once again, after the last game, Chris Knobloch had several interviews where he was singing Ice Howard. That's the new name I'm going with here. We're going to combine. Guys, how about on a nickname hot streak to start the season? Ice Howard. Nobby was singing his praises and saying, you know, how consistent. That was my vape, Tyler. That was my vape. How consistent he's been, how he was opening himself up for shot opportunities. And while I do believe that same logic is applied to Matt Savoy, you're just kind of swapping 21-year-olds in that spot. Yeah. BM, it was the graphic heard around Edmonton and Oilers fans on Thursday night. The 21 different lineups. And here I am. Chris Knobloch has never done anything for us to not earn the trust of him. He has been 2 years, 2 cup finals, back-to-back seasons. It's hashtag in Nobby we trust. I do argue that the blender is the reason that why come the NHL playoffs. Guys, we saw it last year. You saw Connor McDavid, Leon, some dudes, big dogs, really hurt at the end of the regular season. And you saw other guys step up and producing points before they entered the playoffs. And that's because they always get switched around. And there is a benefit to the blender, and especially a lot of members on the squad have been playing together 4 years in this forward group. But when you have a Savoy, you have an Ike Howard, I'm curious, Bagmilk, your thoughts of the message that sends. But it's weird as I say this out loud because you're kind of slaying one 21-year-old and then rewarding another 21-year-old.
It's just confusing.
This is just messy.
It's just confusing. Like Chris Knobloch said 2 days ago, he's going to go into this game against the Kraken with the same lines that he finished against Montreal. Here we are right before puck drop, just shortly before, and they switched up again. Like, I don't understand it. And to Liam's point, poor Isaac Howard's out there doing the media circuit about playing with Connor McDavid today, and now he finds himself on the fourth line. I don't understand it.
Ike Howard's and Bordzy's bankroll.
Well, your bankroll is like...
Bert, I'm going to need you to change that. Dealer's choice. You pick whatever you want to replace the Iceman. I'll be real with you, add an Iceman anytime goal. Did I already place the bet? Yes. Will I still ride? Probably.
It's just frustrating, man. Like, I don't understand this. Like, you cannot find chemistry with somebody if you're switching lines every 3 shifts. It doesn't work.
I also want to say that, once again, I'm just kind of regurgitating what Nobby mentioned after the last game was that they decided to break up Connor and Leon, paraphrasing, because they didn't have what they normally have when you throw the 2 superstars together. Once again, do I think that will last? Do the Oilers own the Seattle Kraken? Oh, yes, they absolutely do. So that brings me to my next point. The opposition this evening is the Kraken, and this is a team, Liam, that the Edmonton Oilers, there's really no way to put it nicely. They own the Seattle Kraken. We'll get into it in a second with your need-to-know information. However, this season, the Seattle Kraken are, without a doubt, it's early, but the surprise of the Pacific Division. Currently sitting second in that Pacific, 1 point up, I believe, on the Edmonton Oilers. It's been weird here for the Kraken because it's kind of their MO when you look at their roster. There's no high-end superstar talent, but it is a deep squad that to start the season, everybody's kind of producing. Jaden Swartz having a good season. Obviously, Jordan Eberle, we love him. Player to watch absolutely tonight. Shane Wright is even starting to find his way as a couple years ago, a 4th overall pick that some of us thought would be 1st overall. You look at good goaltending from Joey Decord. This box, every time the ball gets hit in the outfield, I don't know what to do. But Liam, I'm curious. The Seattle Kraken, the Oilers, the numbers are in the Oilers' favor in the last couple of years. Once again, this is the thing of why you maybe don't overreact to the start of season. Sometimes teams will be bad, still make the cup final. Sometimes teams will start the season hot and maybe fizzle out as they go. Where do you think the Seattle Kraken fall on that spectrum?
Well, if I'm remembering correctly, the year they made the playoffs, it was kind of because everybody had great years.
Yeah.
It was just that
Jared McCann scoring 40. Like they had a little bit of
McCann scored 40. Tons of guys were scoring 15 plus. Like they were getting contributions from a lot of random players, to be honest. And we said it before to the season side of just you look at the Kraken roster, and they probably have 12 forwards you want and 6 defensemen you want on your team. But you probably don't want them as a collective. But it also shows how many good players they have. And clearly that's clicking. I was listening to Jeff Merrick's show, The Sheet, the other day, and he had a guest, I forget her name, talking about the Kraken. And he mentioned how they have a new head coach, Lane Lambert, and now the team is feeling like there's much more communication, contributions off the ice to mold them into more of a group, where last year with Dan Balsma, it felt like it was more of a one-way conversation, I guess you could say. So I think that's obviously a positive for them. Again, they've got a lot of players I would like. They're one of those teams I want to see crash and burn because I want one of their good players come the trade deadline. Buffalo Sabres, I'm also looking at you, if you don't mind.
Fire sale.
So they got a lot of good players.
A lot of good players.
A lot of goalies good as too. Like I know the Oilers have beat them 12 out of 15 times. I never feel like we smoke them. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we always win, and that's obviously very most important. Yep. Like I never come away being like, damn, another dominant victory over the Seattle Kraken. Or maybe I just forget all the games because they've been fairly irrelevant team for a while.
And once again, the Oilers have owned that Kraken ass in a bit. There's a couple former Edmonton Oilers in this game tonight. Jordan Eberle, Adam Larson, who is eating a lot of minutes for this Kraken team. So let's go now to our need-to-know information, courtesy of Will Hawk Beef Jerky, because only the finest tasting meat products earn that sweet, sweet Will Hawk name, made from 100% Alberta beef. Their jerky is aged, seasoned, marinated, and smoked to savory perfection. They gladly fill orders of any size, and you can find their jerky, sausage, and other products out of their Leduc location. And for more info, to get your jerky on, head on over to WillHawkBeefJerky.com. So the Edmonton Oilers went 3-1 against the Seattle Kraken last season. And I tell you, they have won 9 of their last 10 games against the Kraken. It's definitely been a one-way matchup. I don't want the Oilers to take anyone lightly in this situation. Bert, now we'll do it in a second. We'll go through the lineup one more time in case so I'll give you time to prepare the real lineup for the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, sorry, Brad. That literally just came out.
As Chris Knobloch is an absolute liar. Still love you, Nobby. But Leon Draisaitl has recorded multi-point games in 9 of 12 career games against the Kraken. His career 2.17 points per game is the highest points per game of any team, against any team in his career, rather. While Connor McDavid has recorded a point in 11 of his last 13 games versus Seattle in that stretch. 8 goals, 11 assists. Now that I know Connor and Leon are playing together, Brett, let's get some 29 and 97 in Bordzy's bankroll as well. And then Stuart Skinner is expected to get the start for the Edmonton Oilers. Once again, they got the W, so who cares? Was a little confused as to why Stuart Skinner did not get the last game against the Montreal Canadiens. It's a back-to-back this weekend, so we know Calvin Pickard will get the start, where we will be in the building, boys, tomorrow against the Canucks. Pickard has got some good career numbers against the Canucks. He's also got good vibes. On the other side of it, the Seattle Kraken squad, I got to say it, never thought I'd say it. We cannot take them lightly this evening. Yes, I believe, tonight. Who are the Kraken? Are the Kraken playing?
Decord.
They played, Decord. I was blanking on the name. I was thinking of Jack Guy, and I didn't totally want to say Jack Guy. Shout out What Chaos. The Kraken, 4-2-2 on the season. It's been pretty damn good. Jaden Schwartz, I believe, enters the game with goals in back-to-back games. He's got 4 points in his last 2. He's also got excellent career numbers against the Edmonton Oilers. He is over a point per game. The Kraken as well. They're dealing with some injuries, I believe. Freddie Gaudreau, I see here as well. Jared McCann, not expected to play. Capo Caco, not going to be in the lineup. So again, the Oilers have a couple. We're missing Matthias Jean, Mark. Yet to see the jeans, the denim so far this season. And then Joey Decord, man, shredded. You can figure that out on your own between the game. 4-1-1 record, 256 goals against average, and a 911 save percentage. That is my birthday. I want to go now, boys. I'll give you time to think about it. Your storyline, your key to victory in this hockey game. I had other things prepared. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to completely throw it out the window because I now know that 97 and 29 are playing together on the top line, featuring Matt Savoy. You got to love that. They tried it last game. We joked, how long will they actually give it of a runway?
Not long enough.
Not very long, but Nobby's going to go right back to the well again tonight. So my thought is, you look at these numbers here. Leon Draisaitl, the team he plays the best against in his career is the Kraken. Connor McDavid lately against the Kraken, been eating him up. And I swear I saw Connor McDavid in that third period finally play the style of game that I want him to play. He was the play driver. He was taking everything on his back. He was shooting the puck. And the one thing that I mentioned a lot on After Dark, McDavid, 7 games through the season, don't want to speak in hyperbole, while he's jitterbugging, as one Jack Michaels might say in the offensive zone, McDavid was so perimeter, so to the outside, not going dangerous areas. He has the speed, he has the step. And in that third period, driving to the middle of the ice, whether it was forehand, whether it was backhand, and that puts the fear of God in the defense and the goaltender you're playing against. Tonight, McDavid, let it ride. I honestly, Burton, if you put 3 McDavid points in there, I'd be pretty okay with that. I think the key to victory is 97 and 29. I'm tired of talking about simplifying, tired of talking about power play, finding it here. Boys, any means necessary, get it done. You are the best players, and you should beat this Kraken team. Liam, do you have a storyline or a key to victory for the Oilers?
I think one thing the Oilers have done a bad job of is keeping leads. To say the least. Obviously, Calgary being one. We had one against the Islanders. They had one against Montreal.
Somehow we had a lead against Montreal.
Yeah, and they just allowed it to fall away from them far too quickly. So I'm going to put it down to defensive structure. Relax. You're one of the best defensive teams in the league when you actually want to play that structure and style. But they've just fallen away from it far too often. So that's the storyline for me, is like, can they maintain that? Again, playing well, but I don't think they have any like highly skilled forwards that are going to be like incredibly difficult to defend against. Good players, don't get me wrong. McCann, obviously,
not the high end elite
those kind of guys, but like, just figure it out defensively, and I think they'll win the game even if it's tight.
So I'm curious as well on Bag Milk, maybe your opinion on the matter as well. There's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been a mixed bag to start the season for the Oilers. I said really to start it was everything I never expected. Goaltending, the MVP of the squad, Connor and Leon not carrying. We've seen depth scoring throughout. And while, yes, there's been some awful puck management and awful turnovers in the Oilers' defensive end, I'm curious your thoughts. I feel like the Oilers' defensive structure has actually been very good. You look in the NHL, the Oilers are second in the league in shots on goal allowed. Their goaltending, the numbers, have been pretty good. I argue it's the defensive structure tends to fail when they have the puck on their stick in their own end. What do you think?
Yeah, you just nailed it. It's not the structure. It's what happens once they get it. I'm doing this anecdotally, but like if you look through the box scores of the last handful of games, the Oilers' giveaway number, which is always light, is so high.
Yeah.
Like you're getting up to 20 giveaways, 15 to 20 giveaways. That's from the NHL box score, and that's light. You know that's
they
light.
They don't give real giveaways.
So it's just like they have to take care of the puck. It's not the structure. The structure seems to be decent, if not okay. It's what they do with it after they get the puck back that is a real problem. We've had mistakes, like name them. Bouchard's made plenty of mistakes. Matthias Ekholm has made plenty of passing mistakes. There's countless issues here that are solvable that they're just not executing. These are the basics of their game that they should be connecting on, and they're just not.
And that's the reason why I'm so optimistic about this Oilers squad, and I don't think that will last. Also, knock on wood as I say that. Let's go now to the home team lineup brought to you by Oodle Noodle. It's been amazing to talk to so many Vancouver residents down here this weekend, and a lot of them been asking me, is Oodle Noodle ever going to come out here? Is there a way I can get Oodle Noodle? Because, Bordzy, you make it sound amazing. So, if you are in Alberta, you are in Edmonton, you are in Calgary, why don't you download the Oodle Noodle app right now? Do it on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Once you do so, download, then sign up. You can redeem rewards points, and as well, they got that $2 deal. When you add an addition, can be any box regular box, a premium box.
Ooh.
You can add for $2, 2 green onion cakes, or 5 spring rolls, or I think it's 5 wontons. You really think I should have checked that by now? Either way, oodle noodle, fantastic, and really good bang for your buck option if you do so. Ask me. Bert, pull it up. We'll put the asterisk lineup for the Oilers. The real lineup that they're going to go with this evening. Blue Jays has gotten out. Inning over. Shohei. Down.
No way.
Look at how stressed Tyler is right now.
I gotta get
He's like,
next to the light.
He looks like a vampire.
I
But
get it.
your top
I get
line
it.
is going to be Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Matthew Savoy. Your second line, Andrew Mangiapane with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Jack Roslovic. Curious Bag Milk. I know some of your thoughts. What have you thought of John Roslovic? Your third line is going to be Vasily Podkolzin with Noah Philp and Trent Frederick, a trio that on paper looks great. But I need Trent Frederick to play the style of game that I know he's capable of. Your fourth line is Ice Howard with Rico and Tommy Smokes. 3 sick-ass nicknames there on the fourth line. Then your D pairings, Bouchard with Ekholm, Nursey with Jake Wallman, and Brett Kulak with Ty Emberson. Liam, we've talked about it, and we each, actually, I guess I will. I don't know how to react every time I hear the crowd go nuts and I can't see it.
He's got a big out. Big out.
Big out.
Big out here.
Big out. Here we go. World Series Jays, let's ride. Liam, Jack Roslovic. It's been okay. There's been moments where I haven't noticed him playing. There's been subtle moments here and there. The points I don't think have been delivered to what you, I guess, would love. But the point is, we talked to Rob Shrimp, to each of us, and we discussed, hey, man, how long does it take for us to properly judge a player? And it was interesting. I loved his answer, and I'm going to refer to that because, Liam, shockingly enough, we didn't play in the NHL in all kinds of leagues. Chat needs to be reminded sometimes. But he said every 10 games. You need to give a guy 10 games, whether he's changing teams, whether he's changing levels, whether in his case you're changing leagues. Yeah. Jack Roslovic, we're a stretch in here. I have seen good. I have seen bad. The thing is, for me, it's kind of the same thing that applies to Andrew Mangiapane. This is the ultimate opportunity that anyone in the NHL would ask for, to play in the top 6 with the Oilers, to get a chance with Connor and Leon. You need to grab that spot, and you need to take it. You can't be given Knobloch options to run 21 different lineups in the first 8 games of the season. I do think it could come. It also could not for John Roslovic. Your initial thoughts, and then Bag Milk. I don't actually know yours, so I'm curious. Also, John, why did he change his name? But Liam, you first.
Doesn't make sense.
You got me first?
You go first.
On John? I mean, I think he had a lazy play last game that led to a goal against, which I didn't love. I want to see, the Oilers need that to be better from him. The whole team is to play better defense, so that's a big thing. I don't know. I don't really have expectations for him right now. And that's not because. But shouldn't
you, a couple games in, have maybe something? I feel like I've got a blank report on John Roslovic this many games into the season, because it just hasn't been that much.
Just getting in right now from inside sources. The Oilers have deleted their Lions tweet.
You're shitting me.
Okay,
they just did again.
They just reposted right now.
Mess.
Did they change it again?
No,
they didn't. It's the same thing.
So,
okay, well, this is why you pregame with Bordzy, because the Oilers are kind of messing me up on X.com. But we're going to figure it out together. Jack Roslovic, John Roslovic.
Just a bit. Yeah, just meh. A couple of good, couple of bad. More good than bad.
Hey, that's my line.
That's good.
That's how I live my life. Yeah. Bag Milk, quickly, your thoughts, John Roslovic.
He's kind of Jeff Skinner, isn't he?
Okay, he's a faster Jeff Skinner.
He's kind of Jeff Skinner, though, isn't
he? But he's faster Jeff Skinner.
That's fine. Like Jeff Skinner with a turbo. I'm in. I just think
that's a good description.
I think that a goal for him would go a long way.
Yeah, me too.
I also think that when you miss training camp and preseason, you have to give that player a little bit of leash. They are not up to speed with everybody else, and I just think that Jack Roslovic is in that mix. I think the same thing of Jake Wallman. Yes, he's got the points right now, but Jake Wallman, his first game back, he was the 5th most minutes of any Oilers defenseman. Just give him a minute. I know there's a pressure, but like there's also guys banged up right now, which extends the window.
People just seem to think it's so easy to jump into the NHL. Like you said, BM, if it's coming off an injury, rookies, like all of a sudden every rookie has to play 20 minutes a night. Just let these guys
baby steps
get things in. The Oilers, I think they're clearly liking Roslovic because I didn't check it last game, but at least before that, he was the second most in 5 minutes by forwards. That's significant. So
I think that
what the my god,
lines are back, baby.
Lines are back and they're different, but they're back to what they were.
What is going on?
Okay, all right, folks.
Somebody in the Oilers graphics department is having a bad day.
Somebody's getting fired, and I hope they don't. But we gotta figure this shit out. So, once again, I might be wrong in a second, but the projected lines, the Oilers tweeted the play Alberta lines are. Bert, go back to the initial bankroll because Ice Howard is with Connor McDavid and Andrew Mangiapane. Second line Pods with Leon Draisaitl and Matt Savoy. Third line Rico with Nuge and John Roslovic. And then your fourth line, Freddie, fourth line left wing with Noah Philp and Tommy Smoke. It's funny how much we talk about the Edmonton Oilers forward group because the D-core, as many times as they fumble fuck that puck around, that's my new favorite phrase.
Yeah.
It never seems to change for the Oilers. I don't understand what has happened here this evening, but we're going to continue to roll with it. So there's the Oilers lineup. Final one I got for you, Liam. And this is one you and I definitely agree on.
Okay.
Trent Frederick has been disappointing for the Edmonton Oilers. There's really no other way to say it. He has dealt with injury. Playoffs, he couldn't find his role. And so far this NHL season, I feel like he is still struggling to find his role. He was supposed to be the top line winger with Connor and Leon, and that was thrown down the drain pretty immediately. What Freddie does well, I'm curious what you think that is, because as we know, he is a physical player, or should be, is advertised as one. I know he has the size. I know he's capable of it. I just have not seen enough of it, and once again, we are early into the season. But I have my concerns that what I saw in the regular season, what I saw in the playoffs, and what I see now might not totally be the result of a high ankle sprain. But I also might be wrong where you kind of come out on Freddie's lack of identity or physicality, because that should be his identity.
I agree. And I think Jeremy puts it well in the chat. It scares me that Freddie now is an 8.
Jeremy, me and Liam also both love you.
Scares me the way he look. We're much closer to him now, too. He's
Dude, come down.
I think there's a couple of things with Freddie. Chris Knobloch is in. They called me a liar.
Right
All
here.
of us.
Right here.
So when the season ended, the Oilers re-signed Frederick. It was advertised that he would become the third line center, which I agreed with. Sure, like you're signing this guy for a long term.
Yep.
Let's see what you've got.
Try it.
And this isn't me making excuses for him. He needs to clearly improve his play. I think he played well against Vancouver. I think he played well against the Rangers. Obviously got the goal. But since then, he's basically been invisible. I think he had 3 hits last game. So that's good at least to see some stats on the sheet. It's been Tony Snell every night. So we need to see a bit more there. But advertised as a third line center. All of a sudden, he's playing preseason games as a first line right winger. And we were told that that was going to be it. But that's why he's playing. And then 3 games in, he is wherever he is. And I think that's also based off his performances that he's earned his way down the lineup.
And other guys have played up to that.
Sure. I think with Freddie, he needs to really play north-south physical hockey.
Sample.
Yes.
Thoughts on Freddie to start the year?
Man,
Are you concerned? Jeremy's in the chat here. He said, it scares me that we have Freddie for 8 years the way he's looking.
I'm not scared about
I'm not scared.
First of all, Freddie, or who said that?
Jeremy.
The first thing, Jeremy, is that the cap is shooting the moon over the next couple of years. So 3.8 is going to be a small percentage of the cap. So Jeremy, just take that to the bank. But to answer the question, yeah, I'm concerned about it in the sense that I don't like when a player that you sign for 8 years doesn't get mentioned on the broadcast. I don't think that's a good thing. There are some players where it is a good thing, like a Noah Philp. If he doesn't get mentioned on the broadcast for 60 minutes, I think you take it because he's played quiet minutes.
Alec Regula, I would love that when he's in the lineup.
Yeah.
That's
But
Emerson, that's a guy.
For Trent Frederick, I want to hear him a hit, a fight, a goal, something that shows he's engaged in the game. And right now, I don't know that he's there. I think that we got sold a little bit on him as like a Kane replacement.
Did we get sold some magic beans?
I don't think that.
We're not there yet.
I don't think that, but like I think a little bit more of like this guy could be a Kane replacement.
Yeah.
It's not the same player. When Evander Kane was at his best at the same age, he was a much better player. I just think that Freddie needs to be more engaged on a shift-by-shift basis. Hit somebody. Grab somebody in a scrum. If there's somebody that hacks at Stu or Pickard, grab him. If somebody hits your star player, cause chaos.
Yeah.
He's not doing that right now. And I think if you add those couple of elements into his game, I think people would be a little bit more chill on his lack of production.
He just needs his role. He needs his identity on the squad. What type of player are you going to be? And I would argue Nobby probably ain't helping with that and letting him find his consistent role. It is what it is. Also, Jeremy said, love you guys too. Come to the island. We got no time. Couldn't even make it to the aquarium today for me. Let's go now to the starting goaltender report brought to you by Odd Company Nation Beer Everyday Lager. Perfect for game day, perfect for every day, perfect for a nation vacation. Go down here, having a great time, and let me tell you, we be drinking a couple of Odd Company Nation beers. Out. Okay, it's
just
still 1-1.
Just a fly.
I feel
just
like
a fly ball.
I feel like I've missed a bit. I'm able to stay in. This is nice. This is
Guys,
nice
we're at
to
the
pace
top
we're
of the
at.
7th. It's getting intense now.
If you're in Vancouver, let me tell you, come on down to the Black Frog tonight, and then tomorrow we'll get into it in a sec. Greta Bar Yag, drink some Nation Beer Everyday Lager.
Greta Bar YVR.
Actually, it is packed.
There's no room.
Greta Bar YVR tomorrow.
Well, if
Greta
you
tomorrow.
come here, you might not get in.
You can look
Now,
at us in the window.
Come tomorrow, you can come to Greta. But first, Bert, pull it up for me if you have it. The starting goaltender. Tail the tape between the two we got going here. Stuart Skinner, 2-2-1 record with a 217 goals against average and a 909 save percentage. And then Joey Decord, 4-1-1, 256, 911. Both of them each have an SO, because I'm not willing to say that word tonight. Because who knows?
Shout out.
Stuart Skinner, one shout out on the season.
And Joey Decord, one shutout.
Stu, nice. I love the way you spins on that right there. Skinner, he's been awesome to start the season. It's everything we've wanted. I've joked about losing 15 pounds. Maybe all of us should make a pact to do that together.
Nope.
No fucking way I'm
Operation
doing that.
Keep It Tight.
No way.
Not going to happen. I'm going to the Dominican in a week. I'm
Too busy.
Nothing's kept in. But Stuart Skinner's been awesome. The problem, or I'll say the concern, has always been with Stuart Skinner. Just find some consistency. We've seen him play solid, this good. Remember the 16-game heater years ago? Once again, it's something you got to live with. And I think Stuart Skinner has given us every reason to be confident in him so far this year. He's looked like a different goaltender. I don't know if it is Peter Aubrey, I do believe is the name of the goaltending coach. BM, what have been your thoughts on Stuart Skinner thus far? I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I'm a Stuart Skinner truther is the phrase I use. You always knew it was in there. We're believers. Does feel a little good to be taken, once again, only a couple games. But so far, we're validated in what we've been saying about Stu.
So I think like with Stu, he needs to show this consistently.
Yeah.
His highs are high. When he's playing on the top of his game, he's one of the best goaltenders in the NHL. I think he's a top 10 goaltender in the NHL when he's playing his game.
Agreed.
However, on the flip side of the coin, when he's not playing well, those lows are low. So we need to raise the floor. If he needs to be consistent. And oh no. Dodgers got a home run.
Fuck.
Dodgers got a home run.
Fuck,
Top of the 7th. Off Gosman.
I just spit everywhere.
Is that Will Smith?
But like what I was getting to about Stu is
Slap.
that like he has to be consistent. I need to know what I'm gonna get from him 90% of the time.
Yeah.
I'll give him that 10%. It's sports. It's variable. There's things that happen. But 90% of the time I need to know what he's gonna give me. And right now, I don't know that it's 90%. Right now he's looking really good. I'm super pumped on him. I've written about it plenty of times at Oilersnation.com. The Oilers were not losing because of Stuart Skinner. They were losing because of lack of scoring. But for Stu, what he's doing right now, I want to see it for more than how many starts has he had? 6, 7, 5. I want to see it for more than 5 starts.
Yep. And that's the thing. You can't overreact, underreact so far this season, but it's been good. Also, Brett's in the chat. Says, let's go Dodgers, Brett.
Eat shit, Brett.
Buddy.
Woo! Woo!
So much. Also,
Turn Brett's mic off.
because he can't. Guys, I can't. Let's go now to the Seattle Kraken lineup, and that is brought to you by Greta Bar Yank, where we will be Sunday night live from downtown beautiful Vancouver. We're going to be at Greta Bar YVR, which, yes, that does rhyme. We're going to be doing a little pre-gaming action 90 minutes before puck drop. We're going to go for 60 minutes, and then come on down if you're in the area. We are going to march from Greta down to Rogers Arena as a team because, A, we need to be safe.
Have you been to that rink before?
Never.
What do you think? Are you excited?
I'm excited, but Liam has got me scared.
Well,
Liam has me thinking
I
might
think
get a
like
coffee.
so
I've been
Liam
told
and
they're
I
fair weather fans.
Liam and I were here for the playoffs.
I've read it online. I don't want to see that energy in person.
I
Scared.
don't think we're going to get that, Liam. I think they don't care.
It's October as well.
I think they don't care.
I wouldn't care either. That's just dog.
So I think like
Oh, frog.
I think number one, most importantly, chat, it's important you know this. Their rink is very mediocre.
Oh, it's bad.
It is a very 1990s
Very small,
rink
yeah.
that is as base level okay as you can get.
I
But
would-
like in terms of like the fans, I'm not worried about it like we were in the playoffs. I don't think that
No.
enough people care to get that angry.
As long as I stay
it's probably
quiet,
gonna
which will be okay.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Strength in numbers, buddy.
As long as the others
That's-
win. It's honestly going to determine everything for us.
Now, I don't want to mention it, but I have a very good record on nation vacations. I will leave it at that,
Okay,
and we will move along. So, Bert, pull it up, the projected Seattle Kraken lineup this evening as we see it. Your top line is Berkeley Catton on the top left wing with Manny Beniers and former Edmonton Oiler Jordan Eberle. Your second line, Mason Marchment with Chandler Stevenson and Eli Tolvanen. Your third
Also
line,
worth mentioning, the Canucks lost today again.
Classic.
4-3 to the
classic.
Canadiens. And that is
First
it's
half
not
of back-to-back.
Thatcher Demko in net, but like they lost again. They are very mid.
The battle of mid.
Let's kick them when they're down. Continuing along here. In it, your third line is Jaden Schwartz, who leads the Kraken at points with Shane Wright and Yanni Nyman. I almost read that the other day as Yanni Nienema. That's the way I choose to believe it. Your fourth line, Ty Kartche with Ben Myers and Ryan Winterton.
Those aren't real people.
NPCs, if you ask me. Your D pairings are Vince Dunn with Adam Larson. I will always love you. They can never make me hate you. Second pairing, Ryan Lindgren with Brandon Montour.
Yeah.
Is that confirmed? He is back in. And then your third pairing, Josh Mahura with Jamie Alexiak. Let's go quick here, Liam. Give me your player to watch on this lineup. You go first. I'll follow up.
Well, Berkeley Catton was the former first overall pick in the Western Hockey League. So, talented player out of Saskatoon. So, someone I'm curious about seeing. He's a rookie this season. Kraken have done a decent job of developing their top guys. I know Beniers and Shane Wright, I don't want to say slump, but struggled
Shane
last
Wright's
season.
starting to find it.
But
and
this
that's something I
year,
wanna-
he's doing all right. So, Berkeley Catton, just because I like the younger players.
For me, I'm going to go with Shane Wright. I just think that type of player, especially your 3C,
Yeah.
that's an X Factor type guy. That's your swing player. If he plays awesome, he drives play on that line. And clearly has been playing good if he's going to be.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck me.
Fuck. Another one. Dodgers up 3-1.
Max Muncy.
Solo home.
Woo! Ring the bell.
Bert, don't make me. Oh, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Either way, I'm going to go with Shane Wright for my player to watch. And then finally, let's go now. Bordzy's Bankroll brought to you by Bet365 because whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Please play responsibly. And as I say, only bet what you're willing to lose and only do so if you are 19 plus, especially in British Columbia.
Before you get into this,
Yep.
Can I give you a couple stats?
Please do.
Maybe it might inspire your bets.
Yeah, because this whole bankroll, this is the most. I don't know. I don't even know what Brett's going to pull up, but we're going to.
Okay, so here we go, guys. Right now, as of today, the Kraken are 2-0 at home.
Okay.
Okay. They are 2-6-0 versus the Oilers at home.
Where
They
I
are
read this today?
GDB.
Goddamn right.
3-11-1 overall. So most of the time, we're having a good time.
Okay.
Couple of things. Stuart Skinner has won 6 straight starts versus Seattle. Leon Draisaitl has recorded multiple point games in 9-12. Connor McDavid has recorded 11 points in 13 games. So we're talking a little Bordzy bankroll. Maybe wade into those waters.
All right, guys, I'm going to ask this question right now. You've all got your Bet365 apps in front of you right now. You make a pick, you make a pick, I make a pick, I place it, and we'll meet it here a little bit later on. You can hear the crowd behind us. We're getting hyped.
Well, Tyler is deciding whether we do Blue Jays or Oilers. Who gets the sound? Who gets the sound?
Chat, I'm curious what you guys would think.
I would love to know what the chat
We
says.
are down here. Brett, can you quickly make a poll? Should we have sound on? We'll have both. We'll have both games.
We're going to have TVs on both.
What gets sound? Blue Jays or the? We're asking.
This is a fantastic question. Who gets sound?
This is a debate that I love that we're having.
Is it October hockey or World Series baseball?
I agree with Braden B. My vote is towards the Jays.
October
And
hockey.
I host Oilers Nation After Dark. I'll put in my AirPods if I need to and find a way. Liam, it sucks for you.
I don't
only have
need.
one set.
I don't need to hear Jack. I love Jack. I don't need to hear him.
I know.
I can watch the game and enjoy.
Okay, question. Give me a pick. Do you know what you'd like to? Let's make more. Or
Wallman,
Brett, what did you
2
make?
push blocks.
What are you doing?
Wallman,
Wallman, 2
2
plus blocks.
blocks.
Okay. So Brett made Nuge point, McDavid 2 points, and Leon 1 plus power play points at plus 190.
What was Liam's? Did you do? What did you do?
Wallman, 2 blocks.
2.
You rascal. We can't double up on it.
Okay, Bagmilk, you give me a pick right now.
I need a minute because Liam stole my pick.
I'm gonna go McDavid 2 points. That's my pick. It was in the middle. I did pick that one earlier.
You know what? I got Bouchard over a half point at minus 155 onto the parlay.
Those 3 placed together is plus 290 on the parlay. Do so responsibly. Do so. Only betting what you're willing to lose. Boys, I appreciate you. Liam, Bagmilk, and of course, producer Brett Holden behind the scenes back at home. He's doing a great job. We will be live right here from our private event downtown Gastown, Vancouver. It'll be me, Liam, maybe Waz, maybe Tyler. I'll be real with you. I don't know what we're going to give you, but I'll tell you, it's going to be entertaining as hell. Hopefully, we're breaking down an Oilers W and a Jays W. And as I checked here on the poll, BM, it's 53-47 for the Blue Jays. However, it's a tight poll.
You know what, though? I respect it. I respect it. Like, guys,
should you just play both and like you let your brain decide what it wants to hear?
It's like that's how I double screened on the horrible Thursday Night Football. I had an AirPod in, listening to the Vikings get demolished, and then I was watching the Oilers game.
Final thing, I also want to give a big shout out to my buddy Donovan, who won the Oilers 50-50 on Thursday night. I don't know anyone that's ever done that. I'll tell you. He's pretty generous with the things he's got going on right now. Donovan, I love you. Take me to the World Series. We appreciate you, and we appreciate every one of the viewers. Throw down your like. Make sure you are subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. That was pregame with Bordzy. We're going to go stress. Probably get wild. Keep it locked on Oilers Nation socials if you want to see what's happening down here at our private event. And then, of course, we'll be live the moment after the game is done for Oilers Nation After Dark. Hopefully, breaking down an Edmonton Oilers W. I love you. I love you. I love you. Walls, I also love you. And Brett, bang up job behind the scenes, and we will talk.
Eat shit, Brett.
Couple hours.
Eat shit, Brett.
Dodgers, dude.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Good luck, everybody. We'll talk in a bit.